sat nav wanted me to go down there, and obviously that one's shut. See if anyone tells me to move. It's how cold it is. There's no solar, so it's not charging. Authorised vehicles only. It's getting a bit spooky actually.
Hi, I'm Walt, otherwise known as Daydream Pixie, and I'm a fan of the low-budget adventure.
Or abandoned buildings.
In this episode, I spend 2 days and nights camping out in a remote forest in central France, with nothing but my camper van and my guitar for company. It was a pivotal point on the trip, as I had to make a decision about where I'd be driving to over the next fortnight, so the plot thickens.
So I just drove down this like big long forest track. I think you're allowed to drive on this bit, but then sat nav wanted me to go down there, and obviously that one's shut. There was a van like back down this way as well, so it's pretty cool around here though. Absolutely no signal or internet, but I wonder if you park here and see if anyone tells me to move. But we can certainly go for a walk. I mean, it would be nice to stay here tonight, but I don't know, we'll see. I like the idea of walking down this one because it looks a bit overgrown. Let's have some lunch anyway. There's like a main road down there. I love that loads of these are just shut. I wonder why this one's shut. This looks to be a little bridge or something. Yeah, just see a car just went past. They're all just like crisscrossed, these drove type forestry tracks. Just playing a bit of guitar and then it started raining. I don't know if I've got any good takes. I might have one maybe that is usable, I don't know. Oh, it's like a whole river.
As opposed to half a river.
Don't fancy a swim in it. Maybe they're a bit polluted, I don't know. Some of the other ones I've seen have been really good though. Also, I imagine this is probably why you can't drive down here, because you need a boat. Oh, it's raining again. I think I'm going to stay here tonight, because I've got like very, very intermittent signal, so I can send messages and stuff, which is that's all I need really. I keep changing my hat because the other one's waterproof and this one isn't, but this one's warmer, so you know it's like a constant battle. I need more hats so I can change into even more. It's how cold it is. That's why I couldn't really play properly. Although I think I've got one take. I'll probably just upload it because you know, like Kurt would upload it even if it was shit. So fuck it. Just put it on there even with all the mistakes in it. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for a little wander. I've got like 2 hours of daylight. Oh, hello, fridge. Can you hear that? Apparently, it's not that cold. Yeah, so this is just, what are we on, night 11, night 12? Getting towards halfway point. I don't think I'm going to make it all the way down to Ardèche Forest, or whatever it's called, with the really cool waterfalls and stuff, which is a bit of a shame. I could do that. So the options are just keep going further south in between the mountain zones, where I can drive with these tyres and kind of like try and pick out some cool spots, maybe even hit the coast. But it's like the same mileage again that I've already done. And I'd have to do that. I'd have to be back here within 2 weeks to make it back home. So it's doable. Or I spend those 2 weeks and kind of go east tomorrow, head towards Germany and Switzerland and go round and sort of like see an Alp that way. And then head north up towards kind of Holland and, Belgium and stuff, Netherlands, whatever. So I need to decide sort of this evening really what I'm going to do. But yeah, I do want to do all of it, and I haven't got enough time, probably enough fuel. I'm beginning to feel like the wheel bearing might just make it through the next few weeks, because it's not got much worse in the last sort of 1,000 miles. So I'm just going to keep an eye on it and go slow, because I don't really want to. I'd rather fix it myself at home, because I can do it like way cheaper. So there it is.
A hedge.
Yeah, the only other reason why I was considering moving is just because there's no solar, so it's not charging. But I should be alright, as long as I go easy on the electric this evening. And I can just run the engine to charge it, because there's no one around, so it doesn't really matter. So I think I'm going to stay here now. Oh, there is some pine trees here. It's a bit like Scotland. I'm not really sure what the other trees are. I need to learn more. They keep dropping all these what look like sort of pine cones, so maybe they're just pine trees. Acorns.
Acorn trees.
I don't know. I was going to drive all the way down the end here, but I think I'm sort of happy with where I am. Oh, there is a dead end. Oh, I can see fence right down the bottom. Okay, I'm going to walk down there and see what the parking situation's like. See if there's anyone down there. I guess they've closed most of the roads off at one end, because I suppose it stops people using them as cut-throughs. They don't have to maintain them. That's a guess. I have no idea really. I think the further you go this way, the closer you come to a real road. So they could just open it. Maybe they do in the summer or something. But it's kind of cool that they don't, because then you're sort of closed off from everyone else. Yeah, it's the dead end basically. Authorised vehicles only. I was following a spot on Park Up, but it looks like they're basically all like this, so mine's probably just as good. Wonder if this camera is definitely going to pick up a lot more
Tree.
than the last one I had. I'm excited to look at this footage. I've got an entire Wales trip to edit before I get round to this. Probably be like this time next year. I think I was basically a year behind editing the Scotland stuff. Such a lush little clearing.
Here is a small medley of some of my Nirvana whistling guitar covers. I'm hoping to release them as individual videos at some point also. If you want to skip forwards, then it's about 7 minutes to the next vlog section. I was still amazed just how quiet it was, and when I say quiet, I mean I literally saw one person all day.
It's getting a bit spooky, actually.
The evening was drawing in, and so I decided it was time to get some moody shots of the van for a thumbnail, and/or for the channel. So far this whole day had felt sort of liminal, dreamlike. I was in my element. Everything felt like it had a line finally. The trip was in full swing, and there were still weeks left. It felt great.
So, just staying in the woods tonight, in the middle of nowhere. I feel like I've done everything now. I've done the washing up and all that. Nice and warm in here. Just going to watch something and then fall asleep. I haven't seen anyone for hours, so I think we're all good. I'm sure loads of people stay in these places around here. I think I've just made a decision as well, so I think it's just dawned on me that as much as I'd love to go to Bangladesh, check out those caves, check out the amazing waterfalls. Oh, damn it, now I'm changing my mind again. It's really hard. Thing is though, I do want to just do like some other countries. I want to go to Switzerland, Germany. So, don't know if I'm going to have enough time. I can't go through the Alps because of the snow zone and I haven't got the right tyres, so that's kind of the issue, because you have to sort of go either right down to the south coast and through Italy, or kind of go down and then come all the way back up again through this like little corridor. And I don't even know how much of it's going to be accessible outside of the snow zone, so I might have to just come back another time and do that. Don't know.
The following morning I decided to explore further down some of the trails.
I don't know what this thing is here. Says something about gas, maybe. Gas? Weird.
The forest seemed to expand infinitely far in every direction. I've never felt so free, so immersed in solitude. I was just in awe, simply waiting for the next wave of sunlight to illuminate the moss and radiate through the trees.
Bit of sunlight today, and the mist is gone as well. Yeah, so there we have it, camping in the woods. I've not seen a soul. It's probably about 9 a.m. No one's come down here, so probably allowed to. It's probably absolutely fine. Very peaceful. Just gonna sit here and chill for a bit and then decide what to do with the rest of the trip. Let's go for a little wander before we head on. I'm going to go east for about 3 hours. I think today, can't sit still, can I? I like this little bit. But then that'll take me to the area where I have to make an actual decision. It's like a little bridge. You could definitely drive onto this.
That's a useful bit of information.
I mean, this is where you really want to be able to drive down. This would be the ideal spot for a tent, actually. Little clearing. And it just goes off in 2 directions.
The afternoon was dry. mild, calm. I had an idea to do an evening drive, but wanted to grab a few more stills beforehand. I'll leave you with a final montage of this shot at nightfall, as I thought it might look cool, and it was a way to express just how much fun all of this was. And how looking silly for a moment, and just letting go of that, is sometimes all you need to break out of a negative thought. This felt like the midpoint of the trip, despite it being only about 10 days in, as I had given myself time to explore and enjoy the forest before making a decision about the second half of the mission and where the final destination might be.
I was going to stay here another night, but I don't know what to do now, because I need to go east, and I might go back to... I was going to go back to, like, the other one that I stayed at the night before last, because that's kind of back towards where I want to go, and there's, like, good internet and stuff over there. But it's, like, just gone dark, and I'm still in the woods, so I'm like, do I stay here again for one more night? One car's just drove past, so I'm the last one here again. Don't know. It's not very good internet, it's quite cold, and I don't know how much battery I've got, but they're the only downsides, really. And it's a bit creepy, I suppose, but yeah, I don't know. Or do I leave myself with more driving tomorrow? Because I could do like 45 minutes to like the other spot right now. So I was just going to decide a minute. Stayed a second night in the end. Sun's just come out. It was really weird, actually. There was a car just like parked opposite when I took the window covers off just now. And then as soon as I like opened it, they just kind of like drove off real quick, like towards the dead end. So I don't know what they were doing. I didn't even hear them. It's kind of weird. I reckon it's just time to get out of this hellhole.
Next time.
What an amazing building this one is. You're like driving through the middle of a farm. It's a sketchy bridge. Bit sunk looking. It just looks nicer than I thought. It smells kind of salty almost. The water's quite shallow.